Hi there, welcome back to my channel, Chattylaine Creates. I am Elaine and I am chatty. Yes, I've been a bit AWOL, sorry about that. I've been doing quite a lot of stuff around the house and I can't do two things at once. So I've been sorting out the internet. We had to have a new internet provider put a new cable in for us. We've gone to Sky because Virgin never solved my problems and I just got fed up of not being able to get through to them really. So when I cancelled, I got through really easily and they said, oh well, we could do this and we can do that. So it's too late, you're too late. So I had to move around all the front room around so that they could get to the place where they were going to put the cable coming in through the wall. So that's a bit of a trauma in itself. Sorry, my desk paper needs replacing. I keep meaning to do a backdrop and I just haven't got round to that either. So right, today I am going to make a start on my well, this is my little Scrappy Doo Gluebook, and what that is it's keeps coming off because my art glitter glue in the house keeps clogging up because there's not an awful lot in it. So I can stick it down with the one I've got up here because this one's pouring out now that I've got it going. It was a tad bit blocked up, but not like the one in the house is. So we'll stick that down a bit better. There we go. And I'll explain to you what it is. Yes, well, I suppose the name does kind of tell you, doesn't it? Basically, I put scraps in it. And we all end up with lots of tiny bits that we kind of don't always want to throw away because they're still okay, but they're small, or you've used bits of it and you don't really want to throw it, but it's too small for what you want to use or whatever. I mean, what I've done is I've used an Amazon bag. The one, my what do you call it, the glue book that I use, the new one that I made the bag out, the Amazon bag envelope, and I chopped the top off. This is the top part of it and I've made it into a glue book, and I call it Scrappy Doo is because I'm going to be using lots of scraps in it. So I'm going to show you this one, and then I do have another one which is how this one started. And yes, it was this thin when I started, and I've been gluing away in it quite merrily, quite happily, and it is literally just any old thing can be glued into it. I've made a basket up purely to do this. So these are all sorts of scraps that I've got. I've got tissue, I've got, you know, bits that I've taken off the edges of magazine pages that have got quite a nice bit of colour on them, like that one's got sort of orangey red colour. This is a bit of an old envelope, I think. Some bits of red kind of paper, maybe handmade type of paper. I've got all sorts in here. Security envelope paper, you know, it's white on that side but it's quite interesting patterns on the inside. Just got bits of those in here. This is kind of like a tissue. My daughter made a dress from paper or tissue paper and painted it and made it up into a dress for college, when she was at college. So that's quite a few years ago. It's probably coming up to 10 years ago now, when she was at college. In this country, if you're American, college is in between school and university. And university, we call university, we don't call it college. College is like a higher education, but not university level, degree level. It's in between. So the sort of 16 to 18 year olds, I suppose, when they leave school, if they don't do A level, sometimes they go to college to learn some sort of trade, or, you know, I mean, even in art, you can do college courses before you go on to do a degree, that sort of thing. So when she was at college, so it's basically A level, she was at college, and for one of her projects she had to make this paper dress, and she painted it up, and there was obviously a theme. And so what I've done is, it's got some really nice pinky kind of salmony pink, and there's some markings which I'll show you in here, because there's some in here that I've already stuck down, and I've got various bits of it. Oh, and I've ripped a bit more. And so there are all sorts of things. I'll kind of book pages, just little snippets, any old thing, anything with colour on it. The coloured envelopes, I keep those as well. I just rip off anything that I don't want from the envelope and then use the colour, or, you know, like birthday cards and things like that. So yes, that's my small ones. And then in the bottom I've got bigger pieces, and I've got brown paper that I've, you know, ripped up from some of the Amazon packaging that they put inside. More bits of envelope, security envelope. Oh, I quite like the look of that, so I thought I would, because it's a brochure about breast screening. I found it in my pile and I thought this was really quite pretty, so I might rip that off, and I just chucked it in here for now. There's a bit of all sorts, bit of painted paper, some painted paper in here, and here's some more of that tissue that she painted on various patterns and stuff. And so I show you what I do. I'll kind of leave them out the way for a minute, because I'm going to show you the inside of this book. Right, so on the outside is one of my painted papers. That it was a little bit thick paper. I was doing some block kind of printing with I think it was Tim Holtz's Ranger ink. What do you call it? Distress ink, that's it. My words just aren't coming out today. I don't know what I'm doing. My brain's gone a bit dead. Yes, I'm afraid when I have these things that are going on that I'm having to deal with in the house, I find it quite difficult to switch, and I've not always been able to do any crafting, because I'm thinking constantly of what I need to do in the house, and there's a lot to do in the house. I've still got a massive amount to do, and it involves up here as well in the workshop, craft cave as I call it. I'm trying to remember to call it craft cave. And I just wanted somewhere to just glue without me really having to think about anything. And this is what this is. I literally just glue down bits of paper of various types. That's an envelope. Obviously this is the first half of the signature. It's just one signature, all sorts of different, this is a painty paper that was in it, and I've glued various bits of small pieces on it. I think what I'm going to do is I will glue so much down, and then I might put a focal image on. I don't know. I've done it on this one. I could still add some more to that. I might. I don't know. That is quite a small page. It's only a little page that's coming off there. And this is some of that tissue paper that my daughter painted for college. It's just a bit I stuck underneath a circle I'd cut out of some painted paper. And this is one of my homemade stamps that I'd stamped out on just some scrap paper, really. You know, sometimes you'll get a digital kit and it doesn't use the whole page, so you end up with paper that's just scrap, and you think, well, it's not really good for much, really. I've also got an old tear off diary of quite a few years ago now, and I made it up to be a kind of small stamping paper book, and I've kind of used some of that, and I think that's what that is, because I could see the lines that was on the diary. I put some stickers in, old book pages, and obviously I've got various different backgrounds. This is painted paper, this is painted paper, some of it's gel printed, some of it's just, well, I think that possibly was just gel print, or basically, you know, me painting on a page or something. It's got some nice silvery, I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, there you go. Nice bit of silvery. I do love silver. And this was from a digital kit I bought, and I cut her out. So I do love vintage fashion, if you didn't know that. If you're a newbie to my channel, I love vintage fashion. These didn't print up very well, and I think that's probably why I'll use them in here. I don't mind, or anything like this, really. Various tissue paper. This is from Avon magazine, you know, kind of brochure. Then when they show you makeup and everything. I've got some Dutch, I don't know, I mean, obviously a long time ago I have what I call my old Dutch junk journal. It is more or less full, and the pages in it are, because it's kind of A4-ish size, not exactly A4 but very similar to A4. It was quite a thick book, so I took out the block, and I do like to reuse the covers as they are, and then I put the journal together with my own papers inside, and some of them, the pages that came out of the book, I do put back in, but I also have a very large amount left over. I've used it as a painted paper. So yeah, I've magazine pages. These are kind of tickets that I got as stickers, and I just sort of ripped them up and used them. So I do tend to colour theme a little bit. I love this painted paper. It's a bit of brown paper, and I've got gold and sparkly. You can see it glistening, can't you? Yes, I like that. I used one of the girls. This paper is the back side of a cut and collage book. I've used, I think it was a Halloweeny one, and I liked the spots, so it was just part of a bit I've got left over after you've cut it out, and there's quite a few of them in here, and I've used them. And this is another bit on the other side of the page from the cutout pieces of images that you take out. So yeah, I've got a few of them in here. Various book page flowers, and that's from a magazine. This is from my, what they wrap, what do you call it? It's one of those subscription vintage boxes. I can't remember what it's called now. Well, it's the tissue paper that they wrap all the stamps and everything in inside. And I can't remember the name. I'll put it up on the screen because my brain is not working today. Bit of tissue. I love boots. I love shoes. I've had another idea for a glue book actually. I think I might do an accessories glue book. So shoes, handbags, jewellery, makeup, anything like that that's extra to the actual clothing fashion. I think I might do one of those. I don't quite know how I'm going to do it yet, but I had the idea yesterday. And I love shoes. My shoes page in the collective is full. I've got loads of handbags out of Vogue and shoes that sometimes are big, you know, kind of pages, a whole page advert about shoes, or they've used it in something else, you know. So yeah, Compare the Market, Meerkats, but they're Superman and Batman. This is out of a shoe magazine, and they're selling the socks and whatever as well. Tissue paper. Oh, that's a bit of my die cut. They look pretty on the edge. Yeah, a bit of all sorts really. And this is how far I've got so far in this one. There's still, you know, places to add stuff I haven't finished yet. But I just stick in random bits in. And I thought I would show you what I do. And I'm going to create a new one. And when I've created that new one, I am, oh, here we go. This is that tissue paper that my daughter made at college. She put sort of random shapes on it and things like that. I like that bit. And that's the other side of the envelope, which is the window bit. It was an Easter envelope for, I think it was the shoe catalogue actually. I've blocked out some of the word in there. And I made this a tiny bit of a tuck spot, but not much. It's sort of decorative as well. And that's the back of the book. So I'm going to make this one up. I've got all the pages already inside, which I'll give you a little bit of a flick through. And I am going to give it away as part of my giveaway prize. This is one of them. I'm going to have 2 prizes, and I will tell you all about it at the end of the video, so stay tuned. Because I do, sorry, I don't know whether I hit my mic then, sorry if I did. So yes, I've got various bits of paper in here. This is the inside of a security envelope. I love having the window, so I'm going to put that there like that. And I'm going to do a little bit of a flick through once I've put it together. So I'm going to stitch it together. I'm going to work in this a little bit, and then I will, at the end of the video, sort out my giveaway for you. I know it's been a long time coming, and I'm over 820 subscribers now, and yeah, on the way to 900 at this rate. I do have another glue book that I'm making. Let me just, excuse me a moment while I grab, oh, I don't know whether I can pick it up with one hand because my thumb's bad at the moment. Right, there we go. So we'll put those away for a minute, and I'm going to, oops, sorry, there's some of the papers I'm going to put in it. Let me find the glue book. I haven't actually made this one up yet, and I do need to do that, and this will also be a giveaway prize as well. So this is going to be a normal glue book, and I've got some of the brown pages in it already. I'm going to add various other pages to that, which will be scrapbook paper probably, and this is going to be a prize as well. So we're going to have 2 prizes, plus also some other bits and pieces to go with it as well. So what shall I do? I'll put this one together off screen. I'll just sew it together quickly, and I'll put this together with the pages, and in the meantime I think we'll do a little bit of gluing, shall we? Shall we do a bit of gluing in here so you can see some of my process? Right, where have we got paper? So some of this probably is more or less done. Some still needs to add some bits. I love the gold. I don't really want to cover that up. This is kind of ready for something else, I think. But I've got some pages that haven't got hardly anything on it yet. So we'll do some of those, I think. So what I start with is, depending on the size of the page, I'd start with some bigger background pieces, and they vary obviously depending on the size of the page obviously, and what I find and where I want them to go. And this one goes across the middle. This is the middle page here, but I've gone over the middle of the, so that's a whole piece that goes under this bit here. And some, I like the paper, so I don't always want to cover it up. This one's just the back, so there's still lots I can put on that one. Yeah, it's getting quite full already, really. I did a little bit last night as well. Put some more on that one maybe, and this one. But there's not an awful lot left to do. There's a whole page there. Let's try that, shall we? What shall we find? Let's find a slightly bigger piece. I did, this was up here. I did like this, and it's just black paint painted onto, and I've just used a white marker. I was practicing with a white marker. I was doing various doodles. I really like it, so I might put that on here. But you could go like that. I don't really want that squared off edge, so we'll take that off. So we could put that in there. And I think we'll take some of this off. We'll put that in the smaller scraps, and yeah, it's very similar to the page on here, isn't it? That's anything. Don't think I want that bit now, thinking about it. I might just put this on here like that. It's a little bit square, but doesn't matter. I find that I kind of like gluing the page and just sticking it on. I'm not very precious about it, partly because all I want to do is glue. I just want to stick down paper and not really think about it too much. That needs a bit more in there though, because it's not really lying flat. Not bothered too much, but I would like to have enough on it so it doesn't get caught. Really, that's more what I was thinking. This is one of the shoe catalogue names, called Cozy Feet. It is a large kind of wide fitting shoes for, and that's why they say extra roomy. It's for wide feet like I've got big fat feet. Sometimes my feet swell up a little bit. It's just the arthritis and bad circulation probably. Let's move it away from there and see what we can find. That's orange, which is totally different to what I want. I find I get a few bits out. That's orange too. We need to make an orange page, I think. What's on the other side? That's red as well. Sorry, have I gone out of screen a little bit? It's a bit closer to, because it's a smaller book. I'm so used to. Oh, look at that. That's nice, isn't it? Oh, where can we put that? Oh, I like that. Should we put that on there? Or should we put it that way? Maybe half and half. Like that. That might be fun, mightn't it? Yeah, let's do that. I think actually this is card. I think it's a die cut that I've cut out of some card. I don't remember what it's for, but we might glue that with some glitter glue, I think, because it's a bit heavier. I'm not really wanting to use card in here, but I think that, you know, if you don't put it too close to the spine, I think it will work okay. I don't know if you could hear the clicking. That was my thumb. I'm sorry about that. Where should we put it? I think maybe a bit further down here. I think I'd like it so you can get some of the white pattern through it. Where's my cloth? Where's my cloth? Take off the glue that we don't want. And I like that. It's sort of blended in a little bit there, but I'm going to put my pin back in, because since I got it going, it just keeps oozing out. I'll put that over there. Right, now I've got glue everywhere. I like that. That's cute, isn't it? And this is it, you know, don't throw away the bit that you, once you've cut out the die cut, don't throw the bit out. I just chopped it down and made it a square, and it looks really cool. I like it. I love that. I love it. I love it. I love it. So what else have we got? We could go with maybe a bit of this. This one has got numbers on it. I can't remember what that was from, but maybe I should have put that under there. I bet that'll be stuck now. Maybe we'll go this way. Let's take that off. And we'll go across here like that. I originally saw this by Caged Fish. She sort of started this kind of, she calls it serendipity gluing. I just call it scrap gluing personally. I feel serendipity is a different kind of meaning, but it's basically the same idea as that she had earlier on when she was doing Gluebook January, and she just makes up these trays of, you know, scrap pieces, and she has a very specific process that she does where she puts all the big things in, and then she'll go through the book and then put all the smaller pieces in. But I don't feel I need to do it quite the same way as she does hers, partly because I enjoy the process of thinking, oh yeah, I'll stick that bit there, I'll stick that bit there, and she just wanted to glue, which I do want to glue, but I still like to have a certain amount of I want that to go there kind of scenario, shall we say. Right, I'm going to leave that one for now. I'm quite happy with that. I'd like to put something up here. See what we can find. Do we want that there? I'm not sure if I do. It's a nice blue there. That's quite nice. That's from a collage piece. I think I kind of like this corner, but I don't want all of that white at all. Don't know. Not sure. Maybe we can chop that down. Oh, sorry if you heard that. That was my stomach. I'm feeling a bit hungry. I'm a bit hungry. Sorry, that's an old family thing we do. We make up words that don't exist. Let's put that bit in there. I've got to make sure I don't go over the page because this is quite a short page. I don't know. I think I might like that one better. No, it's too big. I like this bit, and I'm losing it, and I don't want to lose that bit, so I'll keep it together. I'll put it here like that. So I just stick some glue down, stick the bit of paper down, make sure it's staying on the bit of paper, that page that I'm doing. If need be, I take off anything I don't want on the page that way. That's a little bit loose there, so I'll stick some glue on that. And I think that bit there hasn't got enough on it either. This is the only thing with gluing on the page, is you don't always get it all over the piece. But I enjoy that. I love sticking down bits, even though, you know, you've not got it all. I'll do that after. I kind of want this colour palette really that's on the page. What's that? That is a bit of map, which is pink. And that's well stuck down already. Let's get rid of that bit. And do you want to go that way? Actually, I think we'll go this way, like that. I think I might. Where's my glue in on book? Why not the page, the camera again? Probably. I don't know. Keep doing that. It's because it's so low, knocking it, and I'm not used to it being this low. So what side do we want? We want this side, don't we? because there's more on. It's kind of an old bit of a map that I think was, it looks like to me it came out of my wine book, because they have some really pretty maps, nice colours. I quite like the pink now, even though it's not related to this at all. So what? My book, put in what I like, can't I? This is a bit of my masterboard that I had kind of labels that are for like pharmacy type labels, and I did a whole masterboard out of vintage labels, and then I basically downloaded it as an image, and then I printed it out and I cut circles and things out of it, and I think I do have those circles somewhere, but I don't know where they are because I haven't been using my vintage ephemera, and it's probably in with that, I reckon. And so this is, oh no, I dropped it. Oh, luckily it landed with the glue up, but I do have a little bit of dirt on it. I nearly lost that on the floor. Right, so I'm going to put it in here like this, maybe a bit lower down so we don't cover up all that blue. Down here, wasn't it? Yeah, that bit right. Don't really want it too close to the spine, but I don't want to also cut off the words. I don't know, actually, maybe I'll just take a bit of that off so it doesn't go over the word. Yeah, that's better, that's better. The C, you can still see the C, but it was kind of, where's my gluing rag? Here we go. That's got the glue off. Otherwise, if I do it with my hands, my fingers are dirty, and then you just leave dirty deposits on the paper. So that one's a bit more of a jumble now, isn't it? But I quite like it. Let's take that bit off because I don't know if I want that over the foot. There we go. And you just fiddle about with it. I love to fiddle. It's when I do my collages, I love to fiddle and do the itty bitty bits to make it look just nice. And I know I shouldn't be doing that in here, but because I like it, it's something I enjoy. So, and that's how you need to do your own Scrappy Doo book, glue book, if that's what if you want one. And I feel that just glue how you want to glue. I think I'm going to put that in there. I quite like it. Yeah, should we do that? Add a bit of a different colour because it's a bit reddy, and because a lot of the painted papers I've used in this one is red. Okay. Right, so that's just a little bit of play time in there, and yeah, there's still more that can be added, and I just like fiddling and adding a bit here and a bit there. See, there's still a bit here, room here, and I could put some more down here if I wanted to. This came out of the inside of a card, and that was all it was, like the inside sheet where you write, you know, your own who it's from and that sort of thing. He's cute, isn't he? Right, so that is my Scrappy Doo little glue book. And what I will do now is probably a lot of these pages are needing just something on it that's a little bit more of a focal image, I suppose. Yeah, I could still add some more to that if I want to. This one's got quite a bit of, I can still add to that, yeah. And I'll just, I don't know whether I really show any more on here, but I just thought if you like this idea, I'll show you how I put it. Right, well, I thought I would finish both these, and I've added some words to this one, and this will be the first prize. I'll give you a little flip through that in a minute. I'm also going to give away a Scrappy Doo, which I've now decorated front, back and the inside covers, so the rest of it is blank, and that'll be my second prize. I will actually have a package of scraps that I'll probably send with that as well. Now it is open, so this is my giveaway prizes basically. Sorry, I didn't actually say that at the beginning, did I? So these are the giveaway prizes. This is just scrap bits of paper. They're all different shapes and sizes, just like the one I was working in. In fact, it's the same, exactly the same as the one I was working in, just that obviously the cover was slightly different. This one's got the Amazon arrow on it, and I've kind of left little bits of the arrow because I quite like the arrow on the front. So I've kind of gone with a red and black and green type of theme for that one. It's a little bit more bluey green on the back, but that's fine. And inside it's sort of similar kind of colours really, but I mean, except for that one's got some of my daughter's tissue paper on there, and a few other bits and pieces. This is from one of my stamps, and this is a British stamp. So that one is definitely open to international. This one, so we'll put that one to one side for now, as you've seen me working that. This is a smaller version of my packaging, Amazon packaging bag, glue book, sorry. So I haven't decorated anything on the inside. All I've done is put, this is from a calendar, and I put one of those on the back. I've put a couple of words on it. I haven't decorated that much. It's up to the recipient on whether they want to do that. I haven't decorated the inside because I thought, well, it's up to you whether you want to decorate it or not. But this one has scrapbook paper in, the plain kind of rice paper, sugar paper stuff that I've got. Lots of brown, this is a scrapbook paper, lots of brown packaging, some bees. This is my creamy colour, yellowy creamy colour paper, heavyweight paper, and a little bit of my painty paper which I've put in the middle. It has got a little bit of a Christmassy theme there, but I just thought it's pretty anyway, because of all the lovely sparkly gold. So yes, that's the other side. So that's that one. That is the first prize. Now with the first prize, I'm going to be giving away a Pour Toast. It's an artist trading card version of 1,000 and plus ephemera to cut out collage book. So I'll give you a little flick through. I'm not going to show you every page, but just to give you they're quite small obviously, and it's got all sorts of various different flowers, animals, various types, so on. Yeah, I don't know what's in the back. Just little bits and pieces that you can put on your ATCs. So this is the ATC version, which is artist trading cards, and so that's why they're quite small. So lots and lots. So now with this, depends on where you are in the world of the winner. I will try and send it, but if I find it's too costly to send, then what I might do is I can send you some bits and pieces from my own cut and collage books. That would be lighter, but I don't really want to send the book out to somewhere like America because it's just too costly. So there might be ways around it, but if you are in America and you win the first prize, I will have to discuss with you whether I can afford to send you the book. Right, so these are my prizes. Main rule is you have to be a subscriber, and I will do a draw in about a week's time, and I might do a hand one. I don't always like the random generator ones because I want to see partly how it depends on how many people apply to go into the giveaway. Yes, you have to be over 18 and definitely a subscriber. So I need you to ask some questions, and the first question is, what type of videos do you like to watch of mine? So do you like glue books? Do you like me journaling, collaging? Do you want to see a bit more mixed media type videos? Because I haven't done a lot of them lately. And secondly, can you give me a video that you have enjoyed watching and you'd like to see me to do more of them, if I haven't done more, that is, lately. So for instance, I haven't done a lot of journaling videos lately. In my journals, my junk journals especially, I do tend to do more collaging. If you're new to my channel, if you can tell me what you prefer to watch of mine, I mean, and please, if you can be sort of specific, that would be very helpful. And it just also gives me an idea of what my viewers like to watch, really, so I can do more of them. And I'm sorry this giveaway is so late. I mean, I'm over 825 or something like that at the moment. I'm not sure, I can't remember what it is at the moment. So this is why I've kind of got two. So this is the Scrappy Doo Gluebook, where just glue loads of scraps in, or whatever you want to do in it, really. That's the idea of this one. So that's quite small. That's kind of like a diary type size, I suppose you'd call it. Maybe A6-ish, something like that. This is more of an A5 type size, which is half of A4, thereabouts. And I will draw on the, what's the date today? So yes, I'm doing this part of the video about a week after the rest of the video, so I'm trying to work out what date it is. So today is the 2nd of July, which is a Tuesday, and I will draw it not next Monday, because I'm going out with my friend Monday. I will draw it next Tuesday, which I'm assuming is the 9th. I can't check because obviously I'm on my phone. So I will put all the details down in the description box below, so you can find what rules are and when I'll do the draw. And please make sure you are subscribed, because I will try and check that you are subscribed to my channel. And I would like you to stay. Please don't just enter the giveaway and then you don't want to stay afterwards. That's not the whole point of giveaways. It's to give back something to people who follow me. I know it's taken a long while to get me to this point of doing a giveaway, but I thought I'd try and do something. I've added beads to each of the books. I had a few problems with weight on this one, so I just made that one a little bit of fluffy tassel, and then you can just put your beads up the top to get them out the way when you're working on the book, like that. Right, so that's my giveaway, and I hope you enjoyed the rest of the video of me working in my Scrappy Doo book. I enjoy working in it. I'm still working in it now, because this is about a week after I originally made that part of the video. Sorry about that, it's just taken me a while to get these done. It's been so hot here, I've just not been able to do much really. I just get too hot and it's really uncomfortable for me. At the moment, my medication makes me have like hot flushes, so the heat just gets unbearable for me. So right, so I hope you enjoyed the video. Please enter by giving a comment below, answering my questions, and making sure you subscribe to my channel. And I hope to see you very soon, and I will do the draw on the 9th. Okay, thank you for watching. Please come back again, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.